Hello guys, welcome back to React. Hope I'm having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be reacting to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 6, Episode 3. This episode is called Afterlife. Huh? Interesting. Afterlife. Interesting. Oh my god. This episode is gonna kill me, I know for sure. It's going to. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive into this reaction.
It was Buffy, right? We saw her and it was really Buffy?
I think we screwed it up. She's broken.
No, she's just disoriented from being tormented in some hell dimension.
Not sure about this,
tortured.
babe.
It's different.
It
A
is.
Willow and Tara live here now. We didn't do much. Little
Oh my
tables.
god, imagine if Buffy was like, at peace with her mother. How much time has passed for them and how much time has passed for her. And I just love how like Dawn is like treating her gently,
Knew you were under that dirt somewhere.
Oh, Donnie.
Ow.
Oh, the fact that she had to crawl out of her own grave. I can get past that. Lights.
Mom's room. I know, it's really different now.
Willow and Tara.
Oh.
This is their room.
Buffy? You wanna, stop? We can sit down and talk.
What else is different?
Giles. It's so weird. He left today. He'll come right back. I'll call him. Someone will call him.
Oh my god. It's just so hard for me to see her like this. Like, seriously.
What was that? It's okay. It's okay.
Dawn!
Spike! Oh my god! I'm not ready for this. No, okay, stop. I'm not ready. I'm not. I need tissues. I need something. I need something to hold on to. I don't have something. Oh my god, I'm not ready for this.
Here.
Just calm down. Just calm down.
I could kill you.
Spike.
I mean it. I could rip your head off one-handed and drink from your brainstem.
Spike.
Look.
Yeah?
Oh my god, I'm
Seen
gonna
the bloody
freaking
bum
lose
before.
it.
Didn't think she'd patch ups.
Oh, he recognized her. Okay, stop. I can't. Oh my god, my heart is beating so fucking fast. He
Seen the bloody bum
instantly
before. Didn't think she'd patch ups.
recognized her, knew that she was the real Buffy.
She's kind of, she's been through a lot, but I think she's okay.
Look at him.
Spike?
Oh my god, his facial
Are you okay?
expressions are killing me. Can we just go
What is
back?
that?
He's
She's been
truly
through a lot.
and utterly in love with
that?
her.
Death.
And without her freaking soul. You can't tell me otherwise. Like, the way he's looked at her. Oh my god, James is doing such a great job.
Her hands.
I don't know how they got like that.
I do.
Oh, he does.
All the way out of a coffin, that's how.
That's what I had to do.
Oh, poor
Done it
thing.
myself.
Oh, the way he's looking at her. Spike is killing
I'll
me.
take care of you. Get some stuff.
Look how he was careful when he touched her and just hesitated, like he's careful. And now he's sitting at her level. I just can't.
How long was I gone?
147 days yesterday. 148 today.
He counts it.
Except today doesn't count, does it? How long was it for you? Where you were?
Longer.
Is she here? She's here.
Guys.
You knew she was back?
Guys,
know about
guys,
that. Hey,
guys.
back off.
Yeah, back off. Back off.
You did this.
What was it like? I can't.
Guys, back off.
Dawn and Spike are the MVP of this whole thing. Like, what the hell?
Dawn's right. We should just be quiet and let Buffy tell us what she needs.
They're the one who are being needy. Like they are the one who are being needy in this scene. Not her.
I think I just want to go to sleep. Buffy, be happy. We got you out. We really did it.
Willow, she barely is feeling alive and telling her to be happy. She just crawled her way out from her own grave, Willow. And you're telling her to be happy. Willow, like, Willow, so I love you, but no.
Buffy.
You don't tell someone that is clearly depressed to be happy.
Jet lag from hell has got to be, you know, jet lag from hell.
They all assumed that she was in hell,
still.
but I believe she was not.
Yes, it's your room.
She died saving the world, like she's basically a saint.
She's fine. Normal. She used to go to bed all the time.
Willow deep down was, you know, thought that there's a chance for Buffy to go back wrong, you know? And this is why she's desperately wants to know, like, for sure if she's the Buffy that she knows, you know, so she won't feel guilty about it.
What are you doing out here?
He was crying.
Start your little obsession now that she's around again.
You didn't tell me. You brought her back, and you didn't tell me. Willow knew there was a chance that she'd come back wrong.
Oh my God.
So wrong that that she would have to get rid of what came back, and I wouldn't let her. And that's why she shut me out.
What are you talking about? Willow wouldn't do that.
Spike is right.
Is that right?
Don't tell me you're not happy.
Yeah, we're
Look
happy.
me in the eyes.
But still.
And tell me when you saw Buffy alive, that wasn't the
happy,
happiest
but
moment of your
sad
entire
at the same
existence.
time. And Spike was right about Willow. I just said that just 2 seconds ago. And I think Willow knew more about the spell than she told him. And the proof is she didn't tell them about the blood sacrifice that she had to make. The difference between Spike and Dawn and how the Scoobies treated Buffy, Dawn and Spike were like gentle, soft, like they let her be, while the Scoobies were like, you know, loud and, you know, needy and in her face. It just, you know, you don't do that to someone who is clearly traumatized and depressed, and especially you don't tell them to be happy. Like, I'm taking this way too on a personal level because in a way relate to Buffy. Like, I had those moments where I feel like depressed and, you know, I'm just not up to it, and you know, and people around me would be like, you know, be happy, you have this, or, you know, we got you this, or something like that. But, you know, they don't make the effort to understand why, you know, why are you depressed. We'll talk about it later, but, you know, I just didn't like how they handled Buffy. Like, no.
Did you get through to London?
Yeah.
How did he take it?
I'm not sure. I mean, glad but kind of weirded out, which I get. When Angel came back, Buffy said he was wild. Like an animal.
Buffy isn't like that.
Yeah, Buffy's not like that. Buffy's traumatized. Buffy looks miserable. Like, she looks depressed and miserable and, like, empty, you know? She just looks empty.
We were all tensed up. Like, we were expecting it to screw up. We weren't prepared for it to actually go right.
If things did go right, wouldn't you think she'd be
Happy.
happier?
Which makes me
thought
believe
she'd
that
say
she wasn't
thanks.
in hell.
Be more grateful.
Oh.
Would I be a terrible person if I said yes?
Oh my God, don't tell me she did come back wrong somehow. What the hell?
What did you do? Your hands smell of death. Bitches! Filthy little bitches rattling the bones. Did you cut the throat? Did you pat its head? The blood dried on your hands, didn't it?
The glass. There's no glass.
It can be that they had the same dream.
What was it talking about? Did you understand it?
Well, I understood the words.
She was talking about the sacrifice, right? Buffy was talking about the sacrifice. Did you pat it? Like, you know, she was talking about deer. Willow, you're
There's
lying.
something in the house.
All right, Willow, you need to get out of there. Just get everyone out. Wake up Buffy and Dawn. Don't make a big deal. Anya!
That was the most terrifying shit ever.
Some hell beastie rode in with Buffy? Like, we're responsible for this?
Assume crash position.
Not surprised.
I think we shouldn't have brought Buffy back.
So what are we killing?
A demon you brought back from hell with you.
The photographs of us. They changed.
How did they change?
They were dead. Like, but
Buffy's zoning out. Like,
so I just, figured it was me. I was going crazy.
Well, maybe you are going crazy from hell.
the thing, I'm not mad at Anya because she's like, this is Anya. She's insensitive to anyone, to everyone. So I'm not mad at her,
So should we concentrate on how to kill those, or should we try to find more?
I'm not sure. Maybe some of us can keep going, finding more, and the others.
I miss Giles.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
Buffy.
coming back. I talked to him. I think I should patrol.
You should go. I'll be safe here with the others. Don't worry about me.
Hot chocolate for Dawn. You're too young for coffee.
Idiot.
You can have my coffee.
All of you did it.
Look at what you've done!
She breathes fire.
Did I look like that? I hope I didn't look like that.
No, I'm sure
You
you
looked
look really
worse.
glamorous cutting up your face.
I bet you'll experience some dry mouth.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yes, but where did it go? I mean, evil things have plans. They have things to do.
You should know.
Buffy.
She wants to see Spike. Why do you think she wants to see Spike? She wasn't comfortable with the gang at all.
I do remember what I said. The promise to protect her. If I'd have done that, even if I didn't make it, you wouldn't have had to jump. But I want you to know I did save you. Not when it counted, of course, but after that. Every night after that.
Oh my god.
See it all again and do something different. Faster, more clever, Dozens of times, lots of different ways.
Oh, it got me crying.
Spike got me to thinking. This spell we did, it's having consequences, isn't it? I mean, I was just wondering, did you know that this might happen?
No.
It's not just the consequences of the demons and stuff. There's consequences on Buffy too.
Willow was a talented witch, and she would never do anything to hurt anyone.
I know, huh? Backing up quickly, hands in the air.
This demon, it's not a demon we let out. It's a demon that we made. Think of it like the world doesn't like you getting something for free, and we asked for this huge gift, Buffy. And so the world said, fine, but if you have that, you have to take this too. And it made the demon.
Well, technically, that's not a price. That's a gift with purchase.
But if we made the demon, how come we can't see it? I mean, all we see is us doing stuff.
Well, I think it's linked to the spell. So if we sent it away, it would be like the spell didn't exist. Like
What
it
the
never
fuck?
happened.
Like it never brought Buffy back. If you think you can give her back to me and then take her away again, no. That's worse than if you never brought her back.
What? Why are you smiling? That's inappropriate.
Because it's temporary.
What is?
The demon. It's gonna dissipate. The only way for it to survive on this plane is if it were to kill the subject of the original spell.
It would live if it killed Buffy?
But that's not gonna happen.
Thanks for the tip.
What the hell?
You don't belong here.
It's okay, Donnie. Willow and Tara are doing a spell.
You sure it won't send Buffy back?
No, of course not. It's just that she can't fight this thing if it's all misty, so then make it more solid so Buffy can kick its fully embodied ass.
You won't even disturb the air when you go.
Child of words, hear thy makers. Child of words, we in tree.
Solid. Oh, that's probably the sort of thing I'm not supposed to see.
Yeah, right.
Dawn, what's wrong?
Lunch.
You made me lunch? Oh, thanks. It was bad when you were gone. But it'll be better now. Now that they can see you being happy. That's all they want.
What about what she wants?
Look, you guys, there's this thing. You brought me back. I was in hell. I can't think too much.
Never
I was
mind.
like, but it felt like the world abandoned me there. And then suddenly, you guys did what you did.
It was Willow. She knew what to do.
I'm not
The
buying
world
this.
came rushing back. You guys gave me the world. I can't tell you what it means to me. And I should have said it before.
You're welcome.
Welcome home, Buffy.
Maybe I was wrong.
Say, aren't you leaving a hole in the middle of some soggy group hug?
Just wanted a little time alone.
Oh, right then.
It's okay. I can be alone with you here, right?
It's okay, I can be alone with you here. It's like she is comfortable enough to be sitting alone, you know, sitting with him, you know. As in she can be herself, even though she's not entirely alone.
Are you okay?
I'm here. I'm good.
Buffy, if you're in pain, or if you need anything, or if I can...
He actually can see past the fact, you know, past everything, and he can see that she's actually in pain.
I haven't been to a hell dimension just of late, but I do know a thing or two about torment.
I was happy. Wherever I was.
Here we go. I told you I wasn't buying the shit of, you know, a hell dimension.
At peace.
Oh my god, I knew it. Fuck, and I hate that I'm fucking right. I hate that I'm fucking right. I fucking hate it.
I knew that everyone I cared about was all right. Time didn't mean anything, and I was warm,
Oh my god.
and I was loved, and I was finished, complete. I don't understand theology or dimensions, but I think I was in heaven. And now I'm not. I was torn out of there,
Oh my god.
pulled out by my friends, getting through the next moment. And the one after that, knowing what I've lost. I can never know. Never.
Just like that, the writers just ripped the happiness that we had from Buffy being back by knowing that now she's more tormented in life than she was in death. No, Apocalypse or Death Scene was more heartbreaking than this one. And even though I hate to say that, and even though I'm partially and selfishly happy that Buffy is back, no Scooby Gang Screw Up was this bad. I just hate that I'm right about where Buffy was, like. And the fact that she had to lie and put on a smile and be happy for the sake of her friends, even though she's more depressed than ever, she's still trying to protect the feelings of the people that she loves. It just shows what an extraordinary person Buffy is. Even depressed, Buffy is a selfless hero. And I think this is like the most brutal arc that the show has yet to come up with. Like, how in the hell can someone recover from that? And I believe this is going to be another depressing season. Maybe even more depressing than the last one. The last scene, man, like, you can feel every pain, every anguish in every word she says. And the fact that she was comfortable and vulnerable enough around Spike to tell him the truth. She told him the truth because she saw that he's the only one who actually sensed her pain. He looked past her pretending and saw that she is in pain and that she needs help. When she told him that it's okay, I can be alone with you, I believe she actually meant that it's okay, she can be like herself with him and not pretend with him, unlike how she feels with the Scoobies. And as I said earlier, you can't expect someone that is deeply depressed and traumatized to be happy. You know, okay, they don't have the emotional intelligence to see that Buffy was in pain, but like, and they don't know that she wasn't in hell. But just the fact that she was dead and now she's not, and she had to crawl herself out from her own grave and, you know, tell her, you know, be happy. Like, the girl was barely feeling alive, and you can see that. I know they love her. I know that, like, partially, part of them, like, I'm not sure if partially they believed. I think they had to believe that she was in health, like, to, you know, justify why they had to bring her back. But we'll talk about this later. Like, I just didn't appreciate their insensitivity this episode towards Buffy. Unlike Spike and Dawn, they were actually the MVPs of this episode. Like, as I said before, like, Spike and Dawn, they were like gentle, like soft, and they like didn't force anything. They just let her be, you know, gave her space. Especially Spike, like, every interaction he had with Buffy, it was like peaceful and like quiet, and I dare say intimate, while like the Ken were like, you know, needy and in her face and loud, and like, you know, didn't give her space or time just for them to feel good about what they, you know, about what they've done, you know. This episode, like, you know, affected me on a personal level because I kind of relate to Buffy. And this is why I so fucking appreciated Spike this episode. Like, my love for him just grew beyond imagining. Like, seriously. Like, the way he just, you know, was, you know, I'm not sure how to explain it. Like, he was, like, vulnerable with her. He was emotionally vulnerable with her, which encouraged her to be vulnerable with him too. He asked her questions quietly, but like didn't demand any answer, you know. He didn't demand anything from her. He didn't pressure her to comfort him, you know, for him to be relieved. He let her be. He gave her space, which allowed her to be vulnerable with him and to open up to him. And in real life, when you're struggling or if you are depressed, you need someone like that. We need someone that, you know, would be willing to give you space, that will, you know, be willing to try and understand what's going on, even if it's hard. Also, one thing I noticed this episode is how Buffy zones out in the middle of talking. She just loses connection. It's like she's not right there in reality. Like, she can't make the difference between what's real and what's not real anymore, you know? And it's so painful to see her struggle to even, you know, be there, like, for a moment, just be present. She can't do that. It's just so painful, like, the way she looked empty and miserable. And I dare say that at the end, she slightly looked resentful as well. And it makes sense. Like, she was toned out from there by the people that she loves. And it's not something, you know, you can recover from. Like, if I knew something like this will happen, I wouldn't want Buffy back, to be honest. Like, seriously. Like, I'll be like happy knowing that she's complete, finished, and that she's happy, you know? And because that's what she deserves. She doesn't deserve to be, you know, like this. She was finally, you know, done with her Slayer duties. Like, she was done with that, with all the duties and responsibilities that she had to carry on. Like, you know, like, her destiny was complete. So from my understanding is that Buffy died from mystical energies that were able to open, you know, portals to other realities. Like, it literally opens the boundaries between dimensions. And her soul didn't really travel anyway. Her soul left her body and went, you know, to wherever soul goes when the person dies. But on the other hand, like I said multiple times, Angel was actually physically sucked in hell dimension. That's why it was different for him. And I think the writer just used the fact that Buffy died from mystical energies, like almost magical electric shock to, justify this resurrection spell without, being like a zombie or something like that, I can partially see why they thought that, her soul got sucked through a hell dimension. But like, personally, I wouldn't like consider it anywhere near the most likely scenario. She died saving the world, and her soul, her soul just left her body, and they buried her body. And to be honest, I just believed that they wanted to believe that Buffy was in hell because it was the only way for them to justify bringing her back. Again, incoming rants, I'm just like, it's not so much about the fact that they brought her back, because honestly, I can't be that mad about them bringing her back, I'm selfish that way. I can tell you I'm not like happy that she's back. I'm happy, but also so fucking sad. Like, at the same time, it's crazy. Like, I have such mixed feelings about, my feelings toward Buffy being alive right now. But what annoyed me the most, like with the Scoobies and Willow especially, like, incoming rant, I'm sorry, I don't want to be, I don't want to be annoyed with them. I love them, but like, they annoyed me so much this episode. I just didn't like how they handled the situation at all. Like, it's like her sacrifice was about them and her coming back was about them. They needed her alive, but like, they could like, think about other scenarios, other possibilities that maybe she's not in hell. Spike was right. Willow definitely knew more about the spell than, she told them. And I'm pretty sure that she left Spike out of the loop for the reasons he said to Xander. In fact, I think Willow knew exactly what to do, what to say, who to tell, what to tell them exactly, and who to leave out. She didn't want to tell Giles because she knew that he's gonna stop her. She didn't tell Dawn because you can't tell something like that to Dawn. You can't get her hopes up about her sister coming back only for it to fail. And as Tara said, like, they thought that it's gonna fail, and she didn't even vet Tara all the details. She didn't tell Tara all the details about the spell because she thought maybe that Tara will talk her out of it. And of course she kept Xander completely in the dark because he would have tried to stop it if he knew it was like that dangerous and that wrong. And lastly, she didn't tell Spike. She didn't tell him because she knew that if Buffy came back wrong in a way or another, that she will have to, get rid of whatever she brought back, and that, Spike will stop her because he would rather have any part of her than not having her at all. Like, even if Buffy came back wrong, he would be okay with whatever it was. So all of that makes me believe that even Willow wasn't entirely sure that what she was doing was right, and that she didn't believe completely that Buffy was in Hell Dimension. But I'm not surprised because Willow was always reckless with magic. She always has been, But still, who am I kidding? I can't tell you I'm not happy that they brought her back, and I'm mad at them that they brought her back. Like I told you, I have such mixed feelings. But what I'm actually mad at them with is the fact that they wanted gratitude for that selfishness, completely disregarding, again, all the signs that what they did is wrong and that Buffy is in pain. This is what annoyed me the most, They're loving her selfishly. They're like, we brought you back because we need you. Now be happy about it so we can feel better. And poor Buffy just falls under that pressure. And she lies to make them feel better. And also, I believe that Willow and Xander are emotionally dependent on Buffy. Buffy has to be okay. Buffy has to be strong, has to be, happy, or else they're just at sea emotionally. And also Willow, I feel like her powers are changing her. She's changing so much. and I'm scared that it's gonna those powers are gonna corrupt her in some way. She's just changing so freaking much. And also, I'm actually not surprised about how Willow and Xander are completely insensitive to Buffy's feelings, because they always have been. I'm sorry to say that, but they always have been. Think back to season 2 when that the whole drama with Angel and Jealous, and they had zero regard for the emotional trauma that she had to deal with. Especially Xander, he kept attacking her over it. And in season 3, after she called him jealous and went to LA, and when she came back, it felt like it was an inconvenience to them to talk about it, so they avoided her completely until she couldn't cope with it anymore. And then publicly ganged up on her and attacked her for it. So I feel like they always lack this emotional sensitivity when it comes to trying to understand Buffy's feelings. As I said before, they have this need for Buffy to be okay, to be strong, to be happy, so they can feel better, And when she's not, they don't know how to deal with it. When she doesn't feel happy, when she's not happy, when she's not okay, when she's going through stuff, they don't know how to deal with it. I just didn't like how Willow was, wanted Buffy to be grateful to her for getting her back, when clearly the girl just, came back from the dead and had to crawl out from her own grave, and just Willow, what? On the other hand, just loved Dawn this episode. The way she was able to, to put aside her own massive emotional turmoil and, put Buffy's needs first and be gentle and patient with her. Just, it was so beautiful to see. Overall, the episode was beautifully painful. The acting, Spike killed me. The way, the moment he saw Buffy alive, in front of him, it was the most poetic things I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. The look on Spike's face truly amazed me. That must be the most honest I've ever seen his character be. And then we have this "every night I save you" speech, the definition of painful beauty, seriously. And then the last scene, was the fact that she opened up to him and she just left him there stunned. Oh my god. And something I was thinking about season 5 and how, death was Buffy's gift. Sure, the meaning that we had after the gift was that her death is her gift to others. But here we see that that was her gift too. It was actually her gifts, for all the hardships that she had to go through as a slayer. Paradise and heaven after all the suffering and slaying and fighting evil and saving the world. What I want to say is that, Buffy had this infatuation with the concept of death since the beginning, since the start of the show, especially after she died by the hands of the Master. After that event, she had this growing dissatisfaction and disconnect with the reality she lives in, and it has been this ongoing theme throughout the show. And now that she actually died and went to the afterlife, she found that death wasn't that bad after all, but it was a reward, and she was happy and at peace with that. It's crazy what death turned out to be for her. And now that I'm thinking about death is your gift thing, this is something that Willow knows about, because remember, she went inside Buffy's head and she learned about this whole, death is your gift thing. Even though I don't think she understood like we did, she understood what the meaning of it back then. I feel like when she died, maybe she put the two and two together. And that makes me think more that deep down, Willow didn't think that Buffy was in hell. Anyways, guys, one episode. I feel like I talk for too much. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've done my reaction. See you in the next video.